Welcome to our retirement, folks.
I'm just putting a pan away I'd washed earlier. Well, yesterday. I left it out to dry.
Morning, folks.
Morning. Put my feet up. What's that? What you got to say, sweet?
She's waiting for me to say something.
Evo's got plenty to say.
Yeah, so I can't remember your name now, you might know, but thanks for recommending them things for Pat for a cross stitch. I sent off for them, so might help her.
Yeah, I don't know whether I actually got one of them, which I do use. When I put my
The magnet board.
Yeah, the magnet board. But sometimes when I put it on, where the ends are, the corners, it rubs the symbols away, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
On end.
Right.
So that then I've got to guess what were there.
Oh, right. There's always a snag in there.
But I do use it all the time. So if this is a bigger one, I will use that.
And this magnifying
Glass.
strip that goes over where you're working.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be an help, yeah.
Yeah, it might. Yeah.
How did the injection go this morning?
It still hurt, but it only hurt the once instead of it.
Is it when it goes in?
When it goes in, and then I think it's when you shove the stuff in that it hurts again.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. When the stuff going into you.
Yeah, into my arm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what dose you'll finish up on, because
I'm still in 20s.
Sugar's still up in 20s. But somebody says that their husband finished up on 80. We're only on number 4. I tell you what, does that plunger have to come, does it come further out the more you, because it'd be out here, won't punch you to get all that in.
Oh dear. It'll take longer as well to put in.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh dear. Up to that level.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, sorry, what were you going to say, darling?
I don't know.
Oh. We went, Alethea went with Pat. I dropped them both off at Asda yesterday to do a shop at their own pace.
Yeah.
And I went back to the studio. And everything's shut on a Monday, so I expected it to be dead. And it wasn't.
Well, it normally is on a Monday.
Yeah. There were quite a few of them there. And there were a girl, a young lady, from the first one, on the right, the first studio on the right. She does graphic design, and she does commissions for magazines. Can't remember what kind of magazine she said. No, I've forgotten. Yeah, she come straight in and started chatting to me. I filmed. I just filmed 4 think it was 4 of my drawings that are on that wall. Just told you a little bit about them. I'll put it on now. Hey folks, we're here in my studio. You see, I'm going to show you three prints. Well, they're not prints, they're originals. You see that little frame drawing there? There's that one there. Can you see that there are a line of caravans there? Well, this is at Woodthorpe Leisure Park near Alford in Lincolnshire, where we bought that static caravan. And I did a series of drawings in that place. So I'll show you the ones that I did there, or some of them anyway. There's this one is in the golf course that was, the park was a golfing resort really. And there was a lake in the golf course. And it had a life belt on a pole at the side of the lake under a tree. So I did that drawing of it there. And then that there, can you see that? That is the entrance into the park where there was a post box. In fact, it was the only post box in the park. So when you had to post a letter, you had to walk all the way to the entrance of the park to post a letter. And here's one I did at night. That one there, that's a coloured. They're all black and white pen drawings. This is a coloured pen drawing. And that's behind Woody's, which was the pub on the park. A pub on the park and restaurant called Woody's. And it was dark and there was a spotlight illuminating the pavement. That's what that one is there. Yeah, just thought I'd show you them three that we did on the park when we lived on that. We only lived there 15 months, I think it was we lived there. Okay, see you later. Bye. There you go. I'll do that bit more. And thank you all who have subscribed to my sketchbook. I've had some nice comments from you about it, and I'm preparing another one. So, week or two, I'll put another one up for you and send you it. If you want to subscribe to it, to the sketchbook, it's just the drawings that I've done in the past when we were in the van, and I just put a footnote underneath them just to tell you a little bit about them. There's a link in the description below the video or at the end of the video on the screen. You just give us your email address and your name and I'll send it to you. I've got about 16 I think people
15.
have subscribed. That's great.
Yeah.
And then Alethea rang me. I don't know how long were you? Maybe
about 2 hours.
About 2 hours, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I went and picked you up. Came back here.
Well, that seemed to go easy, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I didn't go back to the studio. Stayed and carried on.
Well, by the time we'd had lunch, we'd put shopping away, had lunch, it was 5 to 3.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it was.
So,
yeah.
that was it. Alethea said she was tired after walking around 2 hours with me. Oh dear. It was nice having her there because we could use one of them scanners because she just programmed it and...
Yeah, Alethea, they scanned it, and Alethea had paid at the machine.
Yeah.
That, you know, when you go out, so you're not taking stuff in and out of trolley.
Yeah.
And I've sent the money to Alethea. So that's how we did that. I must get Tracy's money today and all.
Yeah.
I didn't do that yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got more shopping.
Yeah, what, we've got more for your money?
His money, yeah. I had about 5 bags, didn't I? And
quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So that were all right. So when we came back, I'd bought some beef burgers and some oven bottom buns. I like them. And you can get them from market and
Leeds Market.
Really nice. Yeah. Leeds Market sell them in 6s, I think. And we had beef burger for his lunch, didn't we?
Yeah, I didn't have mine in a bun.
Gluten-free.
Right? Gluten-free?
No, you didn't have yours in a bottom bun, did you?
No. I had to have mine in a wrap. Gluten-free wrap.
And then you had one just on its own, didn't you, with some onions. Did fried onions with it. Alethea enjoyed hers, she said.
Did I have any tea? Last
night? No, I don't think you did. Did you?
I can't remember.
I had a chicken sandwich.
Oh.
You did come down here with me. What did you have? Oh, you had that chili tuna.
Yeah, tuna.
With crackers.
With some crackers, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I managed to get some matzos from
Matzo's, yeah.
From Asda.
I remember Matzo's. We were talking about it, weren't we?
Yeah.
When we first went to Brig, when we first went to live in Lincolnshire, in the village in Waddingham, we used to go to Brig shopping, and there used to be a shop on the high street called Instone's.
Yeah.
Mr. Instone. I used to tune a piano for a customer next door to his house where he lived. And Mr. Instone, it was one of these shops that sold odd things. That,
he was an old chap, wasn't he?
He was. Although we thought he were old when he used to wear a white coat, didn't he? You know, one of these white coats.
Yeah,
right,
still
old
cut his
fashioned.
cheese on cheese.
He did. He still had a block of cheese that he cut you the piece off and wrapped it neatly in this cellophane, this paper stuff, greaseproof paper stuff.
Yeah.
But I saw him. When I went to that house next door to where he lived, I saw him at garden in his normal clothes, and he didn't look old at all. He seemed to look much older when he was in that white coat in his shop. Yeah. But it was a really interesting shop.
And that was where we first saw Matzo's.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And there were, I think in them days, I don't know whether for some reason, I associate them with kosher food, you know.
Yeah, Jewish
food, something to do with kosher food.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Why I got that connection. But it's...
They don't taste about. Really. But
I don't know, they do have a taste.
Yeah, but they're nice to eat, aren't they?
I like them.
We like
you can. They're quite big actually. You have to snap them to make them smaller. But
we do.
We do, yeah. But that Instone's, that shop, eventually he retired. We think it were only old people that went in it.
Yeah, older end.
We like going in it.
Yeah. Always
used to get something different from that.
Yeah.
We're a bit more expensive.
Didn't we used to buy our coffee from him?
We did.
It's for filter coffee.
Yeah, and I always remember, I think did he have a chap that worked for him part-time sometimes?
I think he did.
And he took it over. When Mr. Instone retired, he took it over.
Yeah.
But every time we went in for the things that we liked to buy from there, he never had them.
No.
You could see the shelves getting thinner and thinner. Eventually, it shut down. He couldn't make it. He couldn't make it work.
Yeah, him and his wife run it, didn't they?
Yeah.
She was a bit ill.
She was a bit ill.
Well, she was. I don't know what it was she had wrong with her.
Very pregnant was that word, ill, wasn't it?
I don't know what she had wrong with her, but I know she used to take lots of tablets, like me now.
I'm going to say, like a frying pan.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah.
I was saying that when chap from chemist comes with a Pat's tablets, it's like Santa Claus with his sack. Is that much? That big bag he has.
Yeah.
It's getting bigger.
It is getting bigger. Yeah, because they've
They'll
doubled
have
up on
insulin
stuff.
in next.
Yeah. Oh,
In
dear.
a meat van, just for
the
your
van.
stuff.
Oh, dear. Oh, we're going to get on when Leafy goes back to college. Because at the moment, she's usually in if we're not. Isn't she?
Yeah, I know it's. I don't know whether it's any good having it delivered. Number of times I have to go.
Last few times I've been, she said, "Have you got your text message to say that they're in?" No.
It's probably you they send it to.
And it don't come through.
Well, do you ever look at them?
Yeah. Well, usually if there's a text message, it's got a little thing on it.
Well, whenever it's...
And I go in.
Whenever it's...
Hospitals.
People say they're communicating to you, you never get them.
No.
You never answer the phone or get the messages.
Yeah. Man, you've been trying to get in touch with Mick and Jane, haven't you? And no answer from them.
Yeah, where on earth? What's happened? I haven't heard from them for weeks.
Yeah, usually she gets in touch to meet up, doesn't she?
I'm going to have to ring, but the trouble is...
If you get Mick.
I never know which is Jane or Mick's number.
Right.
And if I get Mick, I'll get some garbled message.
And he doesn't always pass it on to Jane.
No, I don't. Or he passes totally wrong information on.
Yeah. And then she has to
ring me back. What did you say to Mick? He's told me all sorts.
Oh dear. Yeah. So, well, I had a good time yesterday shopping. I just took my time, and Alethea were there, and I'd say to her, "Do you want some of that? If you see something and you want it, pick it up." We did all right. She wanted some orange juice, which were unusual. No, apple juice she got, which is unusual for her.
Oh, right.
She used to drink lots of apple juice and orange juice when she was younger, didn't she? But she's started drinking glasses of water now.
I said to Leafy, would you do it again? She was a bit hesitant. Well, what are we doing today, Pat?
I've no idea. What do you want to do? You want to go up to the studio?
I'm a bit nosy.
Oh, yeah. He wants to see what others are doing.
I want to see who's there.
Right, well, we'll go there then.
And I suppose... well, I've got one job to do at computer.
Right.
But whether I do that, whether I can get a good enough signal to do it, I was all right yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got connected up yesterday, all right.
Right.
whether I feel like starting another drawing, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about Mick and Jane. What's going on?
Right. We'll have to ring them
I
when
need
we
to make
finish.
some contact with them.
Yeah.
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 It's unusual.
That she don't get back to you straight
For,
away.
yeah. So I must do that.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
Anything else? Well, Tracy did three nice gel prints, didn't she? But she only likes one of them herself.
Hey, I'll tell you what, folks. We haven't said it to you, but our Tracy went to have a blood test about 3 weeks ago.
They called her in because she'd been in for a blood test because she has to go every so often for
menopause.
Yeah, and she takes a tablet for
High blood pressure.
high blood pressure.
Mm.
Yeah, she has to go in to have a blood test for that. And they sent for her again.
They did a blood test and they said, do you drink a lot of alcohol? She said, no. Why?
Do you smoke?
Do you smoke? No. Well, your liver count is way high. What did she say it should be?
In 50s, wasn't it?
Something? 40s?
40s and it were 150 something.
So they said we need to do some more tests. So,
Another blood test, so she went in.
So, I mean, I don't know what were on Tracy's mind, but it were on my mind.
Yeah.
Thinking,
what's going on?
What's wrong? And so she said, we'll have to do some more blood tests. So it took them 3 weeks to get her in for some more blood tests. And she had the blood test and she went on and found...
She rang them up.
And they said, oh no, it was normal.
Perfectly all right.
Just like that.
Yeah. I'm frightened us all to death.
Frightened us all to death.
For 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Thinking she got something wrong
with the liver. Oh, my neck. Yeah.
No, perfectly all right. Don't worry about it.
Great. Thanks a lot for putting us through that 3 weeks of ruminations.
Oh, for now.
Yeah, for nothing.
Not that we wanted out to be wrong, like we didn't.
Of course we didn't.
But
it gives you 3 weeks of anxiety for no. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She's all right.
She's all right. So that's it, folks. All being well, we'll see you tomorrow. All right?
Yeah.
So thank you very much, all you people, for watching us.
Thank you for your comments about my embroidery and helping me with that.
Thank you.
When they arrive, I'll definitely get on with some more. Yeah. I might do some today because the light in the studio is absolutely perfect. I can see everything. Whereas when I sit in room on the night, we don't have big light on, we just have a little lamp on. And I don't know, it's poor light coming through the window because it's at back at house and not right a lot of light coming from lamp. So it gets me a bit difficult trying to see what I'm doing. What?
I'm sorry, Pat, go on.
I should get myself some kind of a light that I can fix to my head.
A bulb, one of these miner's lamps.
A miner's lamp, yeah. I mean, we have got other lights in the room. There's one in cupboard, isn't there? In that glass cupboard at the other end.
I've gone and forgotten that.
What?
What were we going to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm nattering
I
too much.
was, I thought I must keep it in my head, but it's gone.
Yeah?
Nah.
What it something to do with light? You said you should have said.
I don't know. They just don't stay, do they?
No, these
Your
thoughts.
thoughts.
They don't stay in his head anymore, do
No.
they? Disappear.
I tried to keep it while you were talking. I must keep it in my head while you're talking, but it's gone.
Right. Oh, sorry.
And on that note,
We'll say
we'll
goodbye.
say goodbye and see you tomorrow, all being well. Bye, everybody.
Bye.